Okay, class. So the last time we met in our last class session, we went over how to do gesture drawings, and we took turns going up in front of the class and striking a pose, and then everyone else quickly sketched a gestural figurative sketch from last session. So I brought mine out from last time. So these are my quick gesture sketches that I created last time. This is why we saved them in our folder. I'm looking at this, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about cast shadows and light sources and how they interact with each other. The reason we need to know this is so that when we go to do our final work, we know how to create a shadow later on. And later we're going to make something kind of fun out of these shadows we're going to make today. So I'm going to show you what to do. So I have my gesture drawings that I made last time. Now we're not going to have time to do each one of these in class. What we're going to do is pick one or two gestures that we picked from last time, and we are going to use those to create the shadow for it. Now I have brought in, let's switch my paper out here. I've brought in some action figures for us to use to create shadows with, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it real quick. This is like a very quick demonstration on how to use these to create cast shadows. I also have my action figure, and then I also have a flashlight. In a minute we're going to turn off this light and you're going to be able to see the shadow a lot better. So for now though, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to turn off my light. Okay. And as you can see, cast shadows are created by light sources that hit an object, and when the light hits the object sort of blocks out part of the light, and when that happens, it creates what we call a cast shadow. And as you can see, when I'm moving my light source around, the shadow is different. This is because when lights move around, the light that is hitting the object, it moves as well, and so the object blocks it in different directions. So what I'm going to show you how we're going to do your project today is you're going to take turns with a partner, and you are going to create a cast shadow. One of you will hold the flashlight for your friend, and then you're going to turn your paper. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do is I've got my marker. You guys can use a pencil as well, so you'll have a pencil, but I'm using a marker so that you can see it better. Okay, I'm going to choose where I want my cast shadow to be. I'm going to have my friend hold the flashlight where I want it. So I want mine right here. And as my friend holds the flashlight, I'm going to trace this cast shadow as best as I can while my friend, now I'm doing it one-handed. It makes it harder because I cannot hold the paper, but you guys will be able to hold your paper. Let's see. Maybe if I just, there we go. So I've got my cast shadow, and I'm just going to kind of draw, and this is a quick thing, okay, because we have to take turns, and when you do yours, you're going to let your friend do theirs next. So you're going to work with a partner on this, and then you guys will want to take turns holding the flashlight. One of you will hold the flashlight, the other will go in, and you'll be drawing your abstract shapes out of your figure, your action figure, to create a cast shadow. Now I've got one cast shadow. Let me show you. Turn this light back on. So now I have one cast shadow on my paper right here. At this point, you will turn your paper like this. I'm going to turn my light back off so you can see better with the shadows. I'm going to put my action figure back on here, and I might make it a different way, a little bit of a different spot. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to have my friend hold it. Yeah, like this, and come back around. Now this is fun because we're kind of using action figures, right? And it's creating some pretty exciting looking cast shadows. Okay, let me fix my shadow. And sometimes it might be, you have to hold very still. As you can see, I'm sort of moving around, and it makes it very difficult. Okay, so let me turn this back on so you can see. So now I've kind of created some fun looking abstract shapes using my cast shadow. When you guys have done at least 2 of these, and so you can close this up maybe right here, you can choose markers or crayons, and you can choose a color, and you're going to fill in. I've got a red marker. You're going to fill in. Now you're going to be more careful. I'm just doing this for time because I want you to be able to have as much time to work on this as you can. You're going to choose a color for each little spot and fill in your abstract shapes. And at the end, you're going to have very nicely colored abstract shapes that are all filled in different colors. And what's fun is if you overlap somewhere, you can put a whole different color in there. See? It's kind of fun. And then over here we can do maybe purple over here. So it's all up to you as an artist to decide and choose how you want your abstract shapes to look. So the fun thing about cast shadows is when you don't know what they are, they can look kind of abstract. And we've been talking about abstract art and abstract figures. So this is a fun little activity for us to do today. So we're going to start in just a minute, and you guys are going to each have a flashlight to share with a partner. You'll have an action figure you can share with a partner, and you will take turns. One of you will hold the flashlight, the other person will be tracing their things out. You'll do 2 each to 3 each depending on your time, and you will then trade, and the other person will hold the flashlight and the other person will get to trace. Everybody should have at least 2 little tracings so you have something to work with. Coloring this in will be fun, so take your time with that. Again, I just had to do scribbles on this, but I want you guys to do a really good job and color it all in, all over, okay? I did scribbles because I want you guys to have more time and do less talking, okay? All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna give you some extra instructions in just a minute, and then we're gonna get started.